did you meet John when you all started? How did you meet him?
Yeah, we had a friend in common who was called Ivan.
Oh. Now, before we continue on, do I call you sir? Do you like to be called? King Paul.
That'll do.
Do you want me to call you sir?
No, you just call me Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, Paul.
Yeah. Okay, Ellen.
Okay, Paul.
Okay, Ellie.
Okay, Paulie Paul.
Okay, Ellie, baby.
Oh, this is so exciting. Now, when you just are so loved and you have such an influence on all of us. I mean, just that what's it like to be you?
Weird, man. Really. You know what? It's actually great, but it has its moments when you suddenly realize, oh my God, I'm that famous guy.
Yeah.
But it's really very nice, and I'm very thankful, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, that's good because you have no choice. You're
Exactly.
you're kind of stuck in being this huge icon, and that I mean, and also when you see that footage of you at Shea Stadium and also on Ed Sullivan Show, that kind of screaming. I know you were popular in England, but were people doing that right away with y'all?
No, not at the very beginning. No, they were throwing money at us.
Really?
To get off.
Really?
But we fooled them. We picked it up. They never threw it after that.
Especially
but
if
the screaming came later because, well, we all scream for ice cream.
Well, you're the cute one. Everybody was crazy about you, so everybody was like, it was so many.
Imagine being the cute one at 63.
Yeah. You're 63, and you're about to turn 64, and you wrote the song When I'm 64. How do you feel about that now?
Fine. Great.
Really?
I feel really good, yeah. Well, a couple of my kids did say, Dad, you have got to disappear off the face of the planet next year.
Yeah.
But I said, or be in the thick of it.
Yeah. Well, and because 64 seemed like old then, I'm sure.
It seemed very old then, yeah. But I met a lady on holiday who said, I hope you don't mind. She said, but I play one of your songs. She said, I work in an old people's home. And she said, and I play when I'm 64. She said, but I hope you don't mind. I've had to adapt the lyrics to when I'm 84. Because they all think 64 is young.
Right.
So I think that's a good idea. I might be doing that.
You should. Re-release it.
Re-release it when I'm 84.
Make it 104. We're going to live longer, they say.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet. Yeah.
So, and how did you meet John when you all started? How did you meet him?
Yeah, we had a friend in common who was called Ivan, and I was actually born on the same day as Ivan, and he was a mate of John's. Ivan and I knew each other at our school, and one day he said, "You should come along to this place." It was the Woolton Garden Village Fete. And I met John. I saw him performing.
And then did you start writing right away? Because the two of you wrote quickly, too, right?
Yeah, and then I started working with John. And we actually didn't write immediately. We used to just do cover versions. But what happened was, we'd be backstage, and all the other bands that were on before us would do our entire act. They go, long, tall, Sally, go, oh, there's that one gone. Twist and shout, oh, there's that one gone. So we had to go on. And everyone had heard our entire act, and we had to try and do it better. But we thought, you know what? If we write this stuff, there's no way for them to get at it. And I think that's actually why we started writing.
Wow.
It's a sort of weird way round.
Yeah. Well, thank God people were doing that. Yeah. All right, I want to talk about this book because I love the idea of it. I love the story, and I'm with you. I'm totally with you on this.
Right.
So we'll talk about the book when we come back more with Paul. We'll be back. That, by the way, is one of my favorite songs.
Can't Buy Me Love?
Yeah, one of my favorite songs.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's talk about the book because I really love this. Tell people what it's about and the story. Tell them what it's based on.
It is basically about a squirrel called Wirral and his mum, who's called Sugartail, and she's the woodland storyteller. And one day, the terrible machines come. these bulldozers, and they're knocking down the forest. And in doing so, they kill his mum. So I was reading this to a bunch of kids this morning, actually, and they're all like, and depressed, you know. I said, oh, it's a very sad bit, this, you know, which it is. But, so that's what happens anyway. Then Wirral decides then he must go and avenge his mum's death, and he must go off and find this magic land she always talks about called Animalia, where all the animals live happily. So he does, and it's his adventures on trying to find the animal island of Animalia, and in trying to let all the animals go free.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's a good story for anybody.
Thank you.
You're so talented, and I don't know how many people know. You're an amazing artist. I love your artwork. I have a book of yours that and you don't sell it, do you?
It's,
I want some. I don't know,
my kids won't let me.
Oh, it's amazing. You should get a book of his artwork. It's incredible. You're very talented.
Oh, thank you.
First of all, everybody in the audience, by the way, is getting this book. Huge fans in the audience. In the line when I surprised them and said that they were going to get front row seats. Sharon is right there. Sharon has a question. Is it true that your wife Heather didn't know you sang "Get Back"?
That is actually true. Yeah, she, her younger sister knows all the Beatles stuff, but Heather she just sort of missed it. I don't know why. I mean, how can you miss the Beatles?
I don't know. You can't. I don't know.
She was doing something at the time.
Yeah.
But no, she's like AC/DC and ELO. She knows all about them.
Really?
Yeah.
So then how'd she figure out you wrote that?
Well, it was playing, and she sort of said, "Is this you?" And I said, "Yes, darling. It's a song called Get Back." It's very famous.
Wow. All right, and Karen is next to her. Is it true that you wear fake nails when you perform?
You have to go and tell everyone, don't you? A nationwide telly. I actually have got one fake nail, and this was Heather's idea, because when I play my guitar, mainly when I do the song Blackbird, I've got a sort of funny finger-picking style that's not really the correct style. But anyway, I strum the strings. So at the end of a tour, I wear this nail down, and when I got to the blood and the skin, I thought, this is maybe not a great idea. Heather said, you should put an acrylic nail on that. I said, acrylic what? She said, acrylic nail. So there we were down the nail parlor.